Hey, environmental science students. It's your favorite teacher, Mr. Huizinga. I'm going to show you guys what we're going to be working with on the digital environmental notebook. Okay? So, first thing I want you guys to do is go into Google Classroom, and this is your personal environmental science digital notebook. First thing I want you guys to do, get rid of Huizinga up here. Okay? So I want you guys to get rid of that and type in your last name. Okay? That's what you're going to have there, just for easy reference. Also, when you turn it in case I'm looking at it, I can easily see whose it is. And down here at the very bottom of this page, what I'd like you guys to do is put your full name, okay? First and last, or nickname, or whatever you guys are going by, okay? All right, once you have that done, next thing, let's show you guys kind of what's in here. Along here, we have all these tabs. And what these will be used for, kind of take us through the whole units. If I click on sustainability, bloop, it's going to take me to our first unit. Unit 1, Living World, Sustainability, and Earth's Physical Systems. So anything that we're currently doing, like in a minute, we're going to add a slide like right behind here, okay? And our next cover sheet, so anything we have between Unit 1 and Unit 2, that way all your stuff stays organized, and we'll kind of have it all in one place, okay? So same thing, we can hop all the way down to our last unit, which is going to be energy. And right now that's slide 22, but as we copy more and more stuff into all of these, we'll have, eventually this will be a much larger number, okay? You will be responsible for making sure that tabs that I give you kind of are in the right spot. That way they're very similar from one person to the next. Okay, so that's our tabs. Let's take a look here. So right here, we have our table of contents. So this is going to be all of our units. We're not going to add anything else into here, okay? But we have, Living World, we have biodiversity, community ecology, ecosystem ecology, forest management, human populations, land use, soil and agriculture. We might bounce around a little bit. Because we're online, it's going to be a little bit slower for a semester. Like we might end up saving this for a little bit later, or even getting rid of it. We might just do human populations right after ecosystems, because I think it's a little bit more interesting. But yeah, we'll see how we do as far as time goes. All right, so that's our table of contents. All right, guys, go back up to the first page. What I'd like you guys to do is let's replace this image, okay? So go to Insert, click on Image, search the web, and this is what I typed in earlier, so I typed in Earth, since that's what's already there, and pollution. When you do that, you get all these other cool images that pop up, okay? So find something that you like that's suitable, okay? I don't know why this is in the way, but I'm going to steal this image here, and all I'm going to do is drag it over here. Bloop. Okay, so if you see there, like there's no border like this one has, if I hit this first one and copy it, and I do that again, now this one also has that same border. So I'm going to delete this first one I placed into there, and delete this one, and here's my new picture that I'm placing on my digital notebook. Later on, we'll add different pictures onto our cover slides. So for like sustainability, for biodiversity, but they will have specific requirements. So don't do that yet, okay? All right, let's talk about our purpose. So purpose of this digital notebook is to help you stay organized and learn and begin effective studying habits. This notebook is a learning tool. So if you can see there, I've highlighted that portion, okay? And we're gonna do the same thing. So at the very end, if you guys scroll down here, to the very last page, I have some stickers and other things that we could possibly add into here. So right on here, these are all set to be somewhat transparent. So pick one of the colors on here, okay, or the ones up here. And I'm gonna pick blue, because I like blue. Select the highlighted shape, copy it as many times as you need, change your fill color, select a custom, and adapt transparency. Once you're done, select it, send it to the back. So we're gonna copy that. I'm going to go back up to purpose, and I'm going to hit Control V. Okay, Control C is copy, Control V is paste. All right, so we're going to take this highlight section, and I'm going to move it right over here. And I'm just going to make it larger. I'm calling this whole thing. This notebook will be checked periodically to make sure you are keeping up with your work, and you'll be assigned a grade every few weeks. Okay, so now the next thing I do, if I click here though, like let's say I wanted to change this text. I can't, because if I click here, it's obviously bringing up my highlighted box. So then I'm going to go up to Arrange, and I want to go to Order, and I want to send it to the back. So now my highlighted section is in the back, and now I can highlight any of this text if I needed to, okay? Now this will be difficult if you wanted to grab just the highlighted area, okay? So every now and then you need to like move something, so you can actually grab this if you had to fix it or resize it. And remember, anything you do on here, the most important thing once we mess stuff up is back, back. You know, you can always change things to however you'd like it fixed, okay? All right, so we got a highlighting set done. Nice job. All right, let's take a look at our science practices. So I already said adding some of these into here. So this little light bulb here, concept explanation, okay? Picture means I'm looking for a visual representation. You'll be adding a picture. This little notebook is a text analysis, so you're going to be analyzing text. If you see this little guy, scientific experiment. Right here, we got data analysis, where I'll be giving you guys some data. We want to analyze it and see what does it mean. Here, if you see this, we're looking for a little calculator. And right here, we're looking for an environmental solution. So a lot of times we're going to propose lots of different problems in this class and problems that have not been solved, okay? I want you guys to solve the world's problem. We're going to figure out climate change. We're going to figure out how we're going to have unlimited energy, all sorts of different things. That's on you guys, all right? And here's our 4 big ideas in this course. Energy transfer, interactions between Earth systems, interactions between species and the environment, and then sustainability. This is the first one that we're going to start with, and we will circle all the way back to it. It'll also be the last thing we do in this course as well. This class is going to be like one giant circle. Where we start is also where we're going to end. It's just at the end, you'll have a lot more information about it. All right, so we've done bookmarks, we've done that. So now what I want you guys to do, we're going to insert a slide of what we did from last week, okay? So these are ones that I have, so right on here, if we look at this page, I got 2 of these little symbols here. So go ahead and answer me, what are those 2 symbols based on our glossary page? All right, next what I want to do is I want to insert a slide, okay? So we're in Unit 1, the Living World Sustainability. So right between here and also slide 7, we're going to insert a slide here. And I'm actually sharing one that you guys don't have editing access to. So what I want you guys to do, go back to your assignment, and we're going to pull up the Lorax questions. Okay. First thing I want you guys to understand is anytime you see one of these yellow boxes, like we're going to be putting a response here. Okay. A lot of times, even pictures will be links. So if you click here, and if you click on the Lorax, okay, that's going to take you to the story of the Lorax, which we read the other day in class. Okay. So you guys don't have editing access on here, but what we can do is we can grab this slide, right click it and copy. And what's important is I wouldn't click over here, because if you hit copy here, like right now I'm copying just this image. If I click here, I'm copying just this text box. And we want to copy an entire slide. So we're going to copy this slide. We're going to go back to our environmental presentation. Control V, or paste. And I have 2 options here. I can match the style, which will give me all these tabs here, but I can also just keep the original style, okay, which gives me a white background. And honestly, that's up to you guys. If you want them there, it just kind of cuts it off a little bit. You just do whatever you feel looks the best. And now that's our slide 7. So later on, I'll explain to you guys what we're going to be typing into here, but these yellow text boxes, that's where I'm looking for an answer. The question goes here, because right now I'm leaving this open-ended. I'm going to give you guys a few different options as far as which question you'd like to answer about the Lorax. So we'll cover that tomorrow, okay? So kind of as just a recap, we've added an image, your name's here, your name's also placed up here. We looked through the table of context. You guys highlighted this last paragraph, and we've inserted a slide, and you now know we're putting images there. So, and we also kind of understand our bookmark tabs, okay? So we should be all set. It seems like enough information for today, okay? Now that you are done with this, most importantly is make sure that you turn in your notebook. I realize we only did a few simple things on here, but submit it. That's how you guys are gonna get your points for today. And then I'll share it back with you pretty quickly so that we can work on it again tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.